been a while. Welcome back. 1.3.0 is no longer beta. It is now the main branch. Inside these patch notes, as always, I will only narrate the latest changes since it was in beta. Because quite frankly, I don't have a half hour to read all this crap. And trust me, you don't want to be staring at this and listening to me for a half hour either. So the latest changes. And I'll have a link down in the description box in which you can read all the patch notes anyways. Fixed a beta exclusive issue where newly created characters, well, that was a fail. There we go. And other objects could get easily mixed up with each other. This created instability and possibly crashes. It was also responsible for broken companions and encyclopedia problems. The fix does not recover broken beta save games, but it should resolve the issue for new games. You can test this by checking if newly created characters or other objects have their own appropriate encyclopedia pages instead of another characters or objects page. Fixed a rare crash that occurred when initializing the final phase of the main storyline for Imperial supporters. Fixed a crash that occurred when choosing the try to get away option in an encounter. Fixed a save and load related, which is a laid, crash that occurred when entering the training field with a companion. Some lords were losing all their money and then starving. I have nothing to do with that. This was due to fortification taxes being too low. They have been increased by 25%. Also, NPC clan leaders now react faster to losing money and reduce their garrison sizes before going bankrupt. Council of Commons policy effect was 1 influence per notable. In the settlement, it is now 0.1 influence per notable. Also, +1 militia effect per notable is removed. There was no waiting time after captured lords were released. They were spawning at the next daily tick. Now they spawn at least 2 days later. They're sleeping in. Lords spawn with 10% of their party size filled instead of 25%. Owners now calculate their settlement's values more conservatively. If there was any hostile action to their fiefs, their defense score grew significantly, and they would go directly there to help. This negatively affected the AI score calculation systems. Additionally, there were other mechanics using this value that were also affected negatively. I'm having a hard time talking today. There was also a relation penalty if a settlement was lost between the owner of that settlement and their king. It was settlement value, 20k. Now it's the square root value of settlement value /100k, nearly 10 times reduced. For example, for losing a castle with an estimated value of 600k, the lost relation was 30 previously. Now it is 3. This was causing a big relations drop. It's also caused a big drop in my IQ because that really hurt my brain, and there's a reason I didn't do good at math. I did good at science, though. Anyhow, this was causing a big relations drops when a settlement was lost, and which in turn caused clans to defect because of this loss in relation. An influence penalty has been added for if a settlement is lost, 25 for a castle, 50 for a town. Fixed a bug that prevented the player from receiving a relation benefit after helping a lord they had met previously. Cavalry advantage in simulations is reduced to 20 from 30%. Mercenary groups and taverns have increased in size 2 times and their average level is increased. When a smelted item had a modifier, the wrong item could be removed from the inventory. Could also create instability in the inventory. This was fixed. Fixed a rare crash that occurred when initializing the final phase of the main storyline for Imperial supporters. I thought I read that already. Fixed a crash that occurred when choosing the try to get away option in encounter. I think I read that too. But whatever. Again, when it comes to the previous, I'm not going to read all of this. I mean, look at all this stuff. This stuff I've already narrated in my other videos before when these came out. They're just showing you what they had changed beforehand, and obviously the latest changes is what they've thrown on top of all this stuff, right? Because this is when it was in beta. What I just narrated to you is now what's made the package complete and worthy of being an actual main branch update. So that's it for these patch notes. As always, like I said, give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And even though there's social distancing and order around the world, I'll make sure the next time you go out, you try and get a loaf of bread. He's coming for you. And Aladdin, and you're done. And then I get that loaf of bread because I'm actually really hungry right now. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be great. And if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. I much appreciate it. Take care. I shall see all of you, maybe some of you, maybe none of you, in the next video. Bye for now.